Look at this. When I say I've been on my self knowledge and growth building, been doing that. Hey, look at this bullshit. Right here. I didn't cut my hand earlier. Literally, it's still bleeding. You can see it. Got to put a band-aid on it. Literally, going to go get something out the drawer, pull back, rip all this off of my hand right there. Welcome back. Another episode of Crib Talk, episode 30, and we doing a live feed. Before we get started, I'd like to just give some acknowledgments. Thanks to everybody who's been tuning into the channel, tuning into the show, and definitely been keeping up. Now, I did say I was gonna have a Discord up, but I'm working on the Discord. I took it down for a second because I'm still trying to get some things figured out and fixed on there. And then I'm still trying to, incorporate and add some different things to the Discord. But the Discord will be up. Link will be in the description. Also, shout out to everybody. Beautiful Saturday. We actually having a nice Saturday. I'm not gonna be on here too long today. We're gonna just come on and give a little content. We're gonna talk and give some reactions, and we're gonna chill out. Thank you everybody who gave their prayers and stuff for our family. We definitely appreciate that. Um, Things are starting to look better, so we do appreciate everybody who prayed for my family, who definitely were supportive in our time of need and stuff for the situation. If you don't know, my wife, um, her cousin, he's a police officer. He got involved in a situation where he got hurt and injured, and he's doing better now, but it's still a long journey ahead. So for anybody who's supporting and who stayed prayer, we thank you for that, and just keep us in your prayers and in your hearts, and we thank you for that. So let's see what we got going on today, because I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go. A couple things I gotta take care of today, and I want to get back to my books and my reading. Plus, your boy been on his workout thing. I said no smoking, and boy, you can tell the difference. I done got my breath back. My everything feels. I feel like rejuvenated. I wake up, I got more energy. You know what I mean? I got more stamina. I got more everything is coming back. Even and you notice difference. Even your taste buds and certain things like that. It starts to the food start to taste better. You know what I mean? I'm eating something simple as breakfast, and I'm tearing the breakfast up. I'm up in it, digging it out. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I encourage anybody who's struggling with addiction, or anybody who's struggling with quitting something or a substance. You can do it. Look at me. You can use me as an example. Y'all used to see me on here. I used to even smoke on my live. Sometimes I dip off to try to smoke on my live, and come back, and then you know what I mean? Which is, I'm trying to hide it off camera and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's something that I've been uh, trying to get away from, stay away from. So, still on my journey. Like I said, it's still we take it a day at a time. You can't do it all at once. I mean, you can't just get overwhelmed all at once. Just take it a day at a time. You know what I mean? If you can do the 1 day, you could do the 2 day. If you could do the 2 day, you could do the 3 day, and just keep it going. Also, I did a live stream not too long ago, the other day, episode 29, and everything that I say, I want everybody to take with a grain of salt. Now I know I have a strong personality, and I have a strong viewpoint of certain things, but don't let what I say get to you personally. Let me just put that out there. I'm noticing that people who do watch my channel and certain things, that if it doesn't appeal to you, they have a strong rebuttal. And there's nothing wrong with speaking your viewpoint, but all this is entertainment. All this is just we having a conversation. All this is just my personal opinion, and then the world, what other people think, and we just putting that out there. Now, as far as politics and public views and things like that, I'm not a politician. I don't get involved in politics. I'm just looking at certain things, and I'm just speaking on certain things. Now, I don't mean to offend anybody with what I say, and I want to make a public announcement to that. Now, I don't apologize for being me, but I do apologize if it affects somebody who taking things, you know what I mean, and to heart, and it hurts anybody. I don't mean to hurt anybody. I don't mean to shame anybody. I don't mean to talk about anybody. We all people. We all trying to get through this the best way we can. So I wanted to just put that out there. So if my content or anything that I ever said offended you, and you was hurt by the things that I have said on my lives or on my videos or my broadcasts, it was never intentional, and I'm not directly attacking anybody on these subjects. I just know I got a son. I just know what I'm trying to protect. I just know the things that I see and the things that I believe. And what I believe might not be what you believe, and that's okay. We all have a right to believe what we want to believe. But um, I don't want to create this platform to be like a bashing platform to where we're showing hating, because to be honest, people gonna do what they do. You know, I care about us as a people, and that was my main message, trying to get through us as a people. I'm not a Trump supporter, even if you see me say some things that might relate to what he has going on. And that don't mean that I'm afraid or anything like that. No, I just don't do the politics, and I don't really care for it. I got too much problems in my day to day. Nothing that's going on really is in my day to day going to help me get better, or grow. So I'm trying to focus in on what I'm doing, and I pray that everybody else has peace within themselves to know who they are and have comfort in that. So don't take anything personally. Let's try to keep this light. Let's try to keep this place a space for creative thinkers and enlightened and open-minded people. Uh, Even if sometimes my views might be a little bit critical, I'm not personally attacking anybody or shaming anybody. I just want to put that out there. So let's get it started. Now they've been talking about uh, strange stuff in the sky. I wanted to look at this video. It says strange sightings caught on news for Skycam. So this is one of the videos I want to look at. We on I probably can't see it, but we're gonna check out this UFO video. It been like weird stuff going on with the moon. I've been noticing. Like me and my friend, matter of fact, like a couple weeks ago, was outside and was looking, and it was like the moon, and it was like something next to it, but it seemed like it was like hovering around the moon. I was looking like, what is this? It ain't look natural. It looked like something that was like I don't know, it was looked like a ship or something like that. But it looked at odd though. So I've been more aware about what's going on in the sky, and I advise you at nighttime just to look up and just to see, like, if you see anything, record it, record it. But I think they doing a lot of government
Snow, in
testing and
addition
stuff.
to all of that.
It was no more than a minute into News 4's 9 o'clock newscast last Friday night when forewarned Storm Team meteorologist
It's
Aaron
on breathe,
Brackett
huh?
hit the green screen and did something he's done countless times over his 15-year career.
And a lot of times, I start out with a sky cam.
Friday, he showed a sky cam near Penn Square Mall.
Oh, I do see that.
Northwest.
So it's like something. I do see that, like going across the sky.
7-day forecast moving.
When something caught his eye.
And that's on the news, and he caught it. Like he had to go back and look at it. That's crazy. It do look like something going across, like kind of quick.
That is right there. That's
What is that?
interesting.
What
I
is
start
that?
seeing this object, and it's flying faster, moving faster than anything I've really observed out there.
It just didn't make sense.
It's going down. It's moving really quickly. It's bright. It's got some light to it.
Yeah. See, can't tell me that's a drone. I don't believe that's a drone. I don't think that's a plane. I don't think that's nothing of that nature or helicopter, nothing like that. You don't see any blinking lights on it. Like if it was a drone, it probably wouldn't be moving that fast. And the way that it's moving like real indifferent. It's moving like not the flow of planes or helicopters and stuff. It's kind of like it shot across and it kind of dipped down and went up. Yeah,
And I kind of called
that's something
attention
else.
to it.
I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Moving really fast. Okay.
He posted the clip online.
Back to the news. Man, so see something weird. Look at it for a second. Oh well. Okay, it's gone. Let's go.
Where it took off, making its way from X to TikTok to Reddit to online publications who
I mean, what y'all think? Do y'all think that is like UFOs? Do y'all think that is or do you think it's government made? Do you think that this thing is really do y'all think that it's man made? I mean, or do you think that it's really like some type of alien UFO craft, something that we have yet to discover? I mean, looking at that, it looks like something that don't come from that we have made. But then, like I'm saying, I'm noticing that they're trying to make a lot of crafts and different things, new stuff these days. So it could be a UAP, could be a UFO, could be man-made, could not be. But the way it was moving was very strange. You know what I mean? But you've been hearing a lot of talk and speculation on them trying to create this whole hoax of this alien takeover and invasion and stuff like that. So um, that's interesting to see that they caught that on the news because a lot of times, you know, you looking at somebody else's perspective, they got a camera, and first of all, the footage is never good. You never could get a close look on the object. You can't never really see what it is or nothing like that. But that one was on the news, so I'm like, let's think about it. You know what I mean? Let's think. It might be, could be. Who knows?
declared Aaron must have caught a UFO live in action. Dozens of commenters chimed in with theories too. It must be aliens, maybe a bird. It had to be a plane. No, it was definitely a helicopter.
Come on.
We showed it to Chopper 4 pilot Mason Dunn.
At first, I thought it might be.
It's a bird. It's a plane. That's a big bird. I'm just gonna say that. That's a big ass bird. And that was a bird. That's a big ass bird flying around. You know? Bruh. If you seen a bird that big, dude, I'm going in the house. Like, what is that? Kind of Tartarian dragon type bird was that? That's a big bird. If that was a bird, to know where that was a bird.
A spotlight from the ground, maybe the rotating beacon at an airport, but it doesn't look like that to me. So I have no idea what it is.
One thing he is sure of.
I'm pretty confident that it wasn't.
That's not a spotlight. I don't know. It's a lot of lights though on the ground. Like it's lit up. If you look, I don't know if y'all can see this, but if you look, you see all them lights at the bottom. The thing is like right here. You probably can't see it from so far back, but it's like flying. It could be a. It's a lot of lights down here. That's the only thing that make me a little skeptical. Like, is it a spotlight? But the way it's moving not like a spotlight. You know how spotlights, you see them, it was like a beacon, but the thing is moving like real unnormal.
A plane or a helicopter.
The physics just wouldn't make sense.
That light
And
is moving
it's
very
like flat.
fast,
It's like
even
flat.
faster than an airplane would.
Yeah.
If it were a plane, it would have taken longer. Now, I've
That's not
seen
a spotlight.
comets and things falling, from the sky during the night when you're flying.
So that's it. It must have been something in space. We took that theory to astronomer Wayne Harris Wyrick.
I first start to think, is that a possible meteor, because they do enter the atmosphere, or is that a returning, like a second stage or a burnout stage of a satellite of some kind? And there's certain things you look for. It didn't fit any of those at all.
Plus, Friday wasn't exactly stargazing weather anyway.
It was mostly cloudy that night.
You would have heard noises and you would have had reports of it. But a typical little meteor that makes a streak across the sky that lasts, a second or so, no, you're not going to see that through clouds.
This is far from the first.
Oh man, boy, it's like every day is something. You know what I mean? Somebody said it was a bird. I just got the bird thing in my head. Like what? How do you? Come on, man. Like I never seen a bird ever move that fast. I never seen a bird that was that white, that big, just moving, through the air. Come on, fam.
Time someone's asked him to decipher a mysterious flying object caught on camera. He says almost every time there is a plausible explanation for what we see.
I just think it seems unlikely to me that.
And then it went up, and then
aliens
it
can
like
fly
dipped down.
hundreds or thousands of light years here, and do stuff like that in our sky. If they're going to come here, they're going to probably be invisible to us.
And not to burst the bubble of all you online theorists, but he's pretty sure he knows what's happening here.
So I think it's a bird.
That's right, just a bird flapping its wings across the night sky.
I'm guessing.
They gotta stop. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude, that bird. If that's a bird, that's the biggest bird I ever seen, and it's like a freaking dragon, man. Like the thing is, it's far back. It's almost as big as like some of these lights down here on the ground, and these is like building lights. So you trying to tell me this bird is as big as one of these buildings? That's what y'all trying to say?
That camera probably is an infrared camera, which means you're going to see it differently than you would in daylight with sunlight on it. And you can see all the lights of the city down below.
Hold on, run it back. I gotta really look.
God.
I'm guessing that camera probably
That's not a bird.
I'm guessing that camera probably is an infrared
That is not a bird.
camera, which means you're going to see it differently than you would in daylight with sunlight.
And it actually it runs and then it stretches out a little bit and then comes back. Like it's moving so fast that when you got an object and it's moving so fast that it leaves like a little trail, it actually like separates a little bit, then comes back because it's shorter at one angle, then it gets longer, then it gets shorter. So if that's a bird, that's the biggest bird that I ever seen in the sky.
On it, and you can see all the lights of the city down below. I think there's getting light from the city coming up, and as it flaps its wings, which I think it's doing, you're getting that change of lighting pattern.
Regardless, it's a close encounter with something.
Look, and it's leaving a little trail.
We're always seeing
behind
airplanes going up and down, and we've seen hot air balloons, all kinds of.
Okay. I'm done with that. There ain't no way that's a bird. But to each his own. See what else we got going on. want to check out this.
Every great journey begins with a single step. And that first step forward is where dreams become plans.
And that was on
While every
Channel
decision
News
moves you
4
closer to
Skycam.
greatness, each step forward shapes something
It was on Channel News 4 Skycam. Shout out to K4 Oklahoma's news. So that apparently was in Oklahoma. That's where they seen that unidentified flying object. I'm not gonna call it a bird because I doubt it's a bird. You know, one person uh, can't really make that prediction, but whatever it is, it was very huge. Whatever it was, so yeah, just pay attention to what's going on in the sky, man. Always remember to look up. You never know. Skip this. Shout out to Slap Ham. Next video, we'll check out some videos from my guy.
Just like this.
And last time we were out, I caught some footage that, quite frankly, has me a little spooked. And I haven't quite decided if I want to show it yet.
In a chilling departure from their usual adventure-filled content, the YouTube channel Voyager Overland captured an unsettling anomaly during a camping trip to Ruby Falls in the Alberta Rockies. The viral footage, recorded under the cover of night, reveals something eerie.
First of all, when it first came on, something went in front of the camera, and then like over here where his truck at, like some strange. Let me move this closer so y'all can see. Some strange like anomaly. Now that one right there, I think that's a regular person. I even seen like a little strap. What I think it's a lens glare, a haze. Sometimes with these cameras, they do a hazing. So either in the background, the dude's moving around and they got something reflecting off of the camera that's getting him caught on the camera, or it's because it's right here near the truck, and the way that he's moving is real human. Like it's not like you run it back. It don't look like what you call it.
Footage recorded under the cover of night reveals something eerie.
Yeah, he definitely had like a backpack or like a strap, a bag on. And it looked like it sped up.
As described by the uploader, the mysterious being was seen lurking around their jeeps while the campers slept, unnoticed by their grandchildren.
Nah. I think that's somebody with goggles on, night vision goggles on, with a strap on their bag, and they getting a hazing from the camera. The cameras, a lot of these cameras, they might have like something over the camera that's foreshadowing the actual image. Even you could tell that the video is sped up because even when you see the little bug go by, it's going by like mad fast. It's not, and you can hear it sound like it's sped up in the video. I think that's all that is. That wouldn't get me.
The climax of the video comes when the creature appears to spot the camera and moves closer, offering a chilling close-up that leaves viewers shaken.
Yeah, that's a person, man.
The uploader confessed the experience has made them rethink camping altogether, holding onto the footage as compelling proof of this bizarre encounter.
That's
Unlike their usual uploads of scenic overland expeditions.
It's a human around 5'9", 5'10", with like some type of camouflage gear on, with some night vision stuff on, and you can tell they got like a strap, maybe got like a gun or something on it, on the side of them, or like a backpack. But that right there, I don't think that's paranormal at all.
This video has captivated and unnerved viewers, igniting discussions about what truly lurks in the wilderness at nighttime.
So even that right there is sketchy. The whole video is sketchy, bro.
Nestled
I don't
in
know.
Hamptonville, North Carolina, the Trivet Clinic is often cited as one of the state's
I ain't
most
gonna jump
haunted
at the change his
locations.
band-aid soon.
Built in 1932, the building originally served as a hospital, later transitioning into a
Bloody. Like, I literally just did this file before I did the video. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Like, see how bloody it is. Like, yeah. Got to change it out. But that room right there, I think that was, I don't think that was a ghost or nothing paranormal. It's literally somebody with a hood on, with like some night vision goggles or something like that. So it's reflecting off of the camera light, looking like it's glowing eyes and stuff like that. And then they had like a strap. That's what blew it. That's what killed it. They had like a strap, and then they're walking very human like. If it was something like a paranormal anomaly or something like that, I think it would be a little bit more ghostly, like translucent. You know what I mean?
nursing home, detox center, and private residence. Over the years, its walls have been borne witness to numerous deaths, creating an atmosphere steeped in mystery and unease. Paranormal investigators recently delved into the clinic's layered history and eerie reputation, capturing compelling evidence of unexplained phenomena. During its brief tenure as a hospital, the Trivet Clinic was the only healthcare facility in the area run by Dr. William Trivet. After his untimely death from pneumonia just 6 years later, the building stood vacant until it became a nursing home where even more deaths occurred. Stories of ghostly figures, disembodied voices, and shadowy presences abound, with some visitors claiming to see a figure peering at them from an upstairs window. During an investigation of the property by the YouTube channel Paranormal Quest, the session takes a chilling turn in the basement.
Why do they do this? Why do they be doing this? Bro, I see something peering at me inside the window. You ain't got to worry about me, bro. You ain't got to worry about me going into that building. You ain't got to worry about me, period, ever coming back. I'm good. Why do they do this? Like, dude, they just, do y'all like just to spook yourselves out, like to freak yourselves out? You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that y'all get a rush off this, like an adrenaline rush. Like, let me see how bad I can scare myself. I mean, I'm just getting real. Like, most people, like, we're not going to like abandoned buildings and just running in them and then yawning. We not running in abandoned buildings and just jumping in there. And most people don't know that a lot of times when you like these abandoned buildings and stuff like that, they got squatters and stuff that be in these. A lot of people like homeless and stuff. They use these abandoned buildings and they actually live in these places sometimes. So you might not think nobody's in there because you think it's abandoned. You're going in there to get your footage and capture your paranormal stuff and all that, and then you start hearing like knocking coming from the ceilings and the walls and different things like that. It's probably somebody living in there, and they're probably trying to scare you out the building, and they probably don't want to get caught, um, because a lot of people are homeless and they need a place to stay. So I think that's one of the reasons why when you go into some of these places and you hear different things and you see different things, it's somebody even trying to scare you so you can leave because they don't want to be bothered, and that's their home. You know what I mean? They've probably been abandoned for a long time. Probably don't have nobody coming up in there, and by you coming up in there, you know they're more scared of you than you are of them, because clearly if you're going into an abandoned building, you're not too worried about who's in there, but they might be worried about who's coming in there. So they do different things to try to get you out. That could be a possibility, which a lot of times it is. People be living in your walls into the floorboards and different things like that, and you never know.
A space historically used to house psychiatric patients.
Not all the time. Not all of them.
Just checking.
Some of them really probably some paranormal apparitions, but
Okay, 2 meter.
a lot of these places
Whoa.
that's abandoned people be in.
REM pod. Temperature change.
What is he using? Type of thermal
Hello?
scanner?
Accounts suggest that the patients were once chained to the walls for their own safety.
Perhaps in this area over here, unfortunately, some of you We're chained to a wall back here.
Chained to the
If
wall.
that's true,
That's
could
crazy.
you show up on my camera here? Just stand right over there.
That's
Using
crazy.
advanced paranormal tools, the investigators document a series of unusual events.
Far away.
Okay, that is really weird timing. Thank you. Thank you.
On the upper floors, the team conducts an Estes session, a technique that uses white noise to facilitate alleged spirit communication.
Ooh. Ooh. I hate that type of stuff. Creepy ass doll, man. Oh, little Annabelle just sitting there on the damn. Why do you be having those? Like somebody knock that on the ground, man. Burn that junk. Why is it a creepy Annabelle doll just sitting on the dresser? I can't stand it. Like you go in these places, you've been in places. Some people just try to make it look creepy. Like why do you have certain things just lying around? Then the next thing you know, the dog freaking around, come to life or something like that. Or, turn their head. And next thing you know, uh, it's freaking me out, bro. It's creepy, man. It's crazy. You be seeing this type of stuff all the time. These creepy ass dogs. Hello, my pretty, and they come to life. Funny story. Let me give y'all a quick story before we continue. When I was a kid, we used to live. When I moved with my dad, he had this apartment and we lived behind this cemetery. I done told my wife this story, and we lived exactly like the apartment building was right behind. Like literally, if I just walked out the jump, like walked out the back, it's right there behind the apartments. Not even 10 feet, and you will be into the cemetery. So you could out the back of the balcony. You could when we go out in the back, you could see all the cemetery. You could see all the all the people, the dead people who were buried. Right. So at nighttime, it used to be strange stuff that used to happen at this apartment, and when I was a kid, I thought I was tripping, and I would see my toys moving. I would see stuff happening in the apartment. You see like ghostly figures and stuff like that. So we had this hallway, and I wasn't afraid of the dark, but it would be creepy stuff happening in this apartment. And I never talked to my dad about this. I never think um, we ever really spoke about it, but it was like a force or something demonic. And I used to have the craziest dreams in that house. I would see my toys start fighting and come to life and stuff. See little pictures and stuff start moving, and it was this hallway, and I swear it was like he had this one little closet, and it was like this trench coat that used to hang out the side, and I swear it was a person in there. It was like a person. You see this thing like moving. I swear it used to move. And at night, you just see that hue of black. So it's a hue of black, and it's like this hat, and it's like this trench coat like that. It looked kind of like Jeepers Creepers. Used to freak us out, bruh. Freak us out. When I mean, my brother would wake me up, and he older than me, to have me walk him to the bathroom through the hall just so he can go to the bathroom middle of the night because he was so scared to walk down this hall. And I'm like, dude, go to the bathroom. No, I can't walk down the bathroom. Sometimes if I didn't wake up, the dude would like literally pee on himself. It was crazy. So we was so happy when we got out of there because it was like, but it seemed like a force or something like was in that home and then like try to follow with it. Just talking about it gave me the goosebumps. It was a bad experience that I'm thankful that we got out of there kind of early. We didn't stay there very long, maybe a couple years, but the whole time we was there, it was just just eerie, dark hue feeling that was going on. Definitely at night, you know what I mean? Like inside that place. And it was, my dad back in the day was like a one bedroom studio apartment, so it was a small space, but living behind the cemetery, I think it was a lot of energies that got into the home and used to come in, and it was like, ah, man, it was freaky. It was freaky, but that just reminded me.
Okay, that one's better. Ready?
Oh, they got the
A
old
chilling
telephone. That's
voice
an old
comes through.
telephone.
If you
I thought I heard a man say leave. A deep man's voice said something about kids.
The investigation culminates in a ghost tube seer session, which generates unsettling images tied to the clinic's history.
okay, we've got a foggy scene with a tree on either side of frame and a shadow person holding what looks like a long cutty thing.
Oh, I know they had those. So it's like some type of projector. So based off of the frequencies, it makes an image. Wonder what that is.
That we can't say on YouTube.
These visuals seem to echo the stories of confinement and control.
It looks like a very distraught man
Okay.
sitting down, and it looks like a
Oh,
very
that's freaky.
man with more importance, I guess.
Like menacing.
So yeah, with his arm around this person, and he's got a very creepy look on
Oh,
his
that's
face.
freaky.
Could be a doctor and a patient, but I don't want to jump to conclusions.
This clinic seems to have captured the essence of a place where history and the paranormal intertwine. Asylum with a group of friends.
We're gonna skip some of this.
If you live anywhere here in the red circled area on the map and you have an old, struggling furnace or heating system,
Group of friends, she captured the adventure on camera.
Entramos. Gente do céu. Tipo, tem muita coisa ainda. O clima aqui é bem pesado, bem mesmo.
As the group make their way around the property to the old morgue, the camera holder inadvertently films something genuinely creepy. See if you can spot it.
Os outros lados, que é bem escondido dela rosa, que é onde o povo ficava, tipo, real presaço. Bom, a gente tá indo agora pro necrotério. Eu tô, tipo, agora eu tô com medo. Agora eu tô com medo, amiga. Olha isso.
There appears to be several ghostly looking figures watching the group from the broken windows
O
above.
povo ficava, tipo, real presaço.
While their appearance is brief, if you slow the footage down, the figures seem to have blank
Oh.
zombie-like expression.
I see them. They up there. Oh, look like a little. Oh, hell nah. Hell nah, bro. It's a boy right here that's holding the freaking dog. That's holding the little gate right there. But I don't know if it's a ghost or this a. That one looked like a ghost was over there, but that damn thing right there is definitely a person watching them. Oh, that's freaky.
On their face.
Oh, it's more than, it's a couple of them. It's 1, 2, hold on.
Presaço.
While their appearance is brief, if you slow the footage down, the
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2. He actually holding the bars. So that's why I got the arrow right here pointing. It's one right here. It's one right here. And it look like a little one in there, like with the head. They too short to hold the bars, but it could be some little kids.
figures seem to have blank, zombie-like expressions on their faces.
No, them definitely kids.
However, despite their rather creepy appearance, it was suggested that they might actually just be some homeless people who were checking out the noises below.
Yeah, they definitely.
This certainly could be the case, but even so, the fact that no one in the group seemed to notice them as they kept exploring the facility is quite eerie on its own. These people might have been following them from the shadows throughout their entire exploration.
That's
Olha
freaky.
isso.
So what do you think's been caught on camera here?
That's
Are the
freaky.
mysterious figures homeless people? Or does the footage really show the ghosts of this long-abandoned
Them
asylum?
3 little kids, man, that's in there just, they ain't got no, yeah, that's 3. Probably got a family, probably got parents and stuff, they got them standing there.
This next video is posted to Facebook by user SquatchWatch1. Take a look at what it shows.
Appalachian Mountains.
Allegedly filmed in the Appalachian Mountains, the chilling clip captures what appears to be a mysterious creature.
It got eyes like a cat or something.
Initially, the figure is difficult to discern, but towards the end of the video, viewers get a clearer glimpse of this strange beast.
What is it?
While many viewers suggest it could be a giant mountain lion,
Yes, I was
others
thinking.
are unsettled by its face, which seems to exhibit faintly human-like features.
No, it don't. Bro, that's a mountain lion.
The
Oh.
Appalachian Mountains, long shrouded in mystery and folklore, have been the backdrop for countless paranormal tales.
You ain't gotta worry about me going. You ain't gotta worry about me going. I'm okay. I am good. I ain't going to Appalachian. I ain't going to Appalachian, Capellation, none of that Asian mountains. I'm good. I don't do none of that. The way is just peering under the car and just looking into I'm good. I'm good. You ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't trying to run up on nothing like this. I'm cool. You know what I mean? If you ain't never noticed, all the creepy stuff is inside the woods. All the creepy stuff is in the forest and stuff people don't really go to. Oh man, that's wild. I hope they are, cause they think like it's about to attack. You know, like that's something my cat do when he about to like jump on you. He be looking. My cat, he be at nighttime. Sometimes he'll look at Jen and he'll try to get on the bed, but you won't see his whole face. He'll just come up like to like right here, and you could just see his eyes. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like just like staring at you. But the way he do it's like real creepy. He be like staring at you through his eyes, and it's like a freaky thing. Cats do that. They don't sometimes come all the way up because they don't want to peer all the way over, but they'll just kind of like hover and like stare at you. He do that all the time at nighttime. It's the creepiest thing ever. I be having to kick him out. I'm like, get your creepy ass out there. But he do that a lot. But yeah, that's
From
crazy.
shadowy figures that vanish into the mist to eerie cries echoing through the valleys. Legends of cryptids like the Wampus Cat and human-like creatures such as the Wood Devils have fueled imaginations for generations. These stories, often rooted in Native American myths and local superstitions, tell of strange beings that blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. This recent footage adds another chapter to the mountain's mysterious lore.
The way it's looking though.
Could it be a manifestation of these ancient tales, or is it simply a misunderstood glimpse of wildlife? As with many Appalachian mysteries, the truth remains tantalizingly out of reach, leaving viewers to wonder what truly lurks in these ancient woods.
Some type of cat. You could tell. Even like his stripes in his head, that's a cat or something. I don't think that's like.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in. If you need to sell your house for any reason, click the button on.
This next clip is super unnerving to say the least. It was uploaded to TikTok by user Nicholas Lauteru, who captured it from his car. Take a look.
Oh. I'm up here looking at these lights up here like, what is those?
A woman pacing back and forth. Yet as she does so, she seems to move with an unnatural gliding motion.
She might be riding on a scooter. Like people these days, like I don't know, man. It's a lot of skepticism. Sometimes people just be being too nosy. You up in that person's house, even though you can't really see, and it do look a little weird. You know what I mean? Like the lighting in there, everything looks a little weird. But she could literally be in there with a little scooter and riding back. It could be a little girl just riding on her little you know, they got them little scooters where you might not be walking, you might be gliding on the floor. It might be hardwood floors, and they just glide back and forth. I don't know, man. A lot of this stuff just be speculation because when you think about it, that's very possible. You know what I mean? Because they don't have good footage. They don't have clarity and good footage in a lot of these photos. So a lot of this stuff, you just seeing this stuff from a distance and you looking at something that you in somebody's house, which is a little creepy. You know what I mean? For you just to be up there recording somebody else while they in their home. Um, which that looks like a little girl probably just riding on her little scooter or something like that, maybe going back and forth.
Her bizarre behaviour continues for
But it is
a whole
quick.
2
She is
minutes
going
and
kind of
42
quick.
seconds, which by itself is creepy enough. However, as the
Damn.
video continues, her pacing appears to get faster.
Oh, no. I take that back. I take that back. What? I take that back. Ain't nothing moving that fast. That joint was like, that joint was too quick. Like, even at first, I was giving the benefit that, like, all right, could be somebody on the scooter. You know what I mean? Just, but when, if it's going that, or they could have had the footage sped up. So that's another thing. But I don't see nothing else speeding up in the background, which leads me to believe that either something else is going on, or the footage is sped up. But that's too fast. Like, what I mean, that, as he went back again, it went too fast. And ain't nobody that damn quick. That's a Usain Bolt child. That child need to be in the Olympics if it's that fast. Yeah, that's too quick.
As you can see by the pedestrian who walks past and the intermittent vehicles in the area, the
That's
footage
normal.
hasn't been sped up.
That's what I was about to say. If it was sped up,
Yet the figure in the window keeps pacing at what seems like a supernatural speed.
man, got your dog all up in the camera.
There's no telling how long she
Bad
actually
breath
kept
ass. Oh. Dang, that's all you hear. You see the dog breath. I can smell his. Why you got your dog so close? Probably the dog bad breath making the joint move so fast. Yeah, that might be. Yeah, somebody might need to go check on somebody up
the
in there.
video ends with her still pacing back and forth.
Yeah, that's weird.
What do you think's going on in this strange video? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
I don't know. Shout out to Slap Ham, man. I'm not gonna watch everything because I like to give shout outs and take some content, but I don't like to. If people know me for doing the videos, I don't like to take the whole video. I like to make sure that people still go to the channel and watch their content. If y'all interested, this is Slap Ham. It's called These Scary Videos. Watch You from the Bushes. That's what it's called. And shout out to Slap Ham. And make sure you go follow and watch some of his content on there. They got good content on there. But I didn't want to do the whole thing, just a piece of the segment, some stuff. But I wanted to look at one more video before I get out of here, if I can find it. Where is it at? Okay, so we got Corey Holcomb, got some stuff. Charleston White, my girl Reva.
Buy more and save more. Lumber Liquidators cuts out the middleman for absolute low prices. Laminate flooring as low as 89 cents a square foot. Pre-finished real wood flooring as low as $1.49 a square foot.
So we're gonna dive into relationships a little bit.
Keep it all the way 100. All of the hottest female rappers are all extra
Yeah, that seems to be the brand.
All ex-strippers.
Yeah. Where they
And
build
let's
them?
keep it all the way 100. They don't write their rhymes, allegedly.
Nah, they don't build their bodies either.
Shout out to Jaguar Wright, and this is called "This Is Why Most Black Women Are Single." 50, and it's about 200 acres. So, just want to give a shout out to the content creator of this video. We're gonna go ahead and check out some of this content and tell me if you agree, disagree. Leave your comments down in the description below.
It just all come put together.
Like, I would even...
Hey, that's a fact though. I'm not even gonna lie. Most females that I noticed that do end up becoming like rappers and stuff like that, they all now. I think only one I think that didn't was probably like Glorilla. It's a couple of them. It's not all of them. Not all of them, but most of them come from a place where they were like they was in a position where they were advertising themselves before they were actually doing the music. So they were selling that body. You know what I mean? Whether you was in the clubs or you was doing your thing to get that dollar, which, like I said, it's no judgment zone. We don't do what you do, but you got to be honest about how you coming into things and your angle, because you can't make it seem like, oh yeah, I just had this natural talent. Nah, most of y'all was in them lanes where you were already getting certain amount of attention from certain amount of guys, and you realize, oh, well, I can manipulate the system. If I turn this over into this, it's going to generate more money. I can use my femininity and my sexuality to get more money in this area. You know what I mean? So
appreciate it if they would let the real talented female MCs ghostwrite for these.
they do have real talented MCs like MC Light. Who else we got? I think back in the day, the Brat, um, TLC chicks like Left Eye, um, Aaliyah. We had a lot of talented females who were like, Aaliyah was kind of like a singer slash rapper. She had like a little bit of rap, you know what I mean, inside of her singing. So we had regular MCs and stuff like that, but they're not the ones that are glamorized because they're not showing a certain amount of skin on the platform. So they usually generate less than the women who's showing it all, and they come from these strip clubs, and they coming from these places where it gets them that certain amount of attention, and it makes them boom up in a certain way.
Bitches. But the women ain't ghostwriting they shit. It's niggas.
Yeah, it's niggas.
Niggas is writing these bitches shit.
Hey.
All of these women are out here buying into all of the shit that all of these bitches are saying that's being written by a dude. This is a dude's perspective on how a woman should be talking, and then the other women listen to her and be like, "Ooh, that's how she talking. That's how I'm talking, girl."
Why is a dude writing female raps in the first place? I don't understand that. What kind of dude is this? Why is he writing? I don't know how a dude can write for a female and he calls himself a dude. Like, why would you try to put a masculine mindset or that type of vibe in a woman? I'm not saying that you couldn't write for a woman, but I think a woman should be writing for women. That's all.
You work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You gonna have a cold day of hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I want to get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me.
Right.
And somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No.
I did it myself.
It may sound.
This is Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
No, that's facts, man. Like, that's why. And you know what? I'm just gonna reiterate on what he just said, because that's exactly what it is. Why a lot of people like, dang, bro, you could have, you could have sold out. You could have been on a long time ago. You could have did this. You could, man. I didn't never want a handout. I never wanted to be somebody puppet on the string. I never wanted somebody to be pulling my cords. I am the puppet master. I'm the puppeteer. I am the master of my own destiny and my own fate. And everything that I get, I want to make sure that I get it out the mud. You know, just like I built my own production company, I built my own studio, I built my own format and own content. And can't nobody say that they can take it from me. So when I stepped into the game, I had a lot of people that were selling out. You see it all the time. I have friends that have sold out, and they sold out for nothing, for some chump change, and really no change, because their careers to this day have still not gone anywhere. You know, they thought they was gonna be overnight success. They gonna blow up, and when they get into these industries and dealing with these labels, the labels and the people that's around them take advantage of them. And I tried to save my peoples, but they were lost. Nah, nah, nah. Why? Because now you getting the attention that you did not have. Now you getting to be around people that you didn't have access to, and celebrities and different things. And now you thinking that because you got you in these areas and you doing all this, that it's going to be your level of success, which a lot of times out of 10 is not. It's somebody pulling your strings. You know what I mean? And everything that I get, I want to keep. So when you get into these businesses, a lot of times they give you a false, uh, they give you a false what you call it? It's like a fake check. They give you a false idea of this. They glamorize all this stuff and make it seem like, oh yeah, you the next big thing, you next up to the. But then, as you see, they feed everybody the same lies. They feed everybody that same meal, and everybody eating from the same plate, but ain't nobody coming up. Ain't nobody that made it. Ain't nobody. You know, they give you this fake idea of this is what you need to do and this is how you need to get down and to people who have, you know, sold out and, you know, took these contracts and got into these situations where you are bound to somebody. Now you become they pimps. I mean that they pimping, and now you become pretty much the slave to the label. You become uh, somebody who is getting taken advantage of instead of the one who's holding all the cards and able to make the moves how you want to move, because you're glamorized by the idea of success instead of actually becoming your own success and putting in your own work. So that is something that I've seen all the time, and this is a real statement, and this is true what he's saying, because I don't want nothing if I can't really have it. Let me say that again. I don't want anything if I can't really have it. So I can see it. I can see all these things over here, and I done been in situations. I done been around celebrities and all these events and around all these people and different things like that. And what I learned from that is that people will take advantage of you if you let them. People will have you running around here thinking that you're getting these great opportunities and stuff, and then you go home and you still got a pile of bills, and you might be putting in all the work to succeed in your dreams, but at the end of the day, you putting in all that work is not building you up. What you don't realize is you building up the person who is pulling your strings. They got you doing all this stuff, running all around just to make sure that they're content. And they sell you a dream of an idea of some things you could have. Meanwhile, you still are in the same place that you've been at based off of this false illusion that they fed you. It's wicked. It's a crazy game. And either you're gonna be the one that's the pimp or you're gonna be the one getting pimped. So with that being said, once I started to see that it was all just smoke and mirrors and illusions, and you know, it wasn't really prosperous to, and then the people be having real talent and skills. This is the thing. The people are talented, but the industry is sick. The industry, it take advantage of you. It's like a pyramid scheme. You got a bunch of talented individuals. You never know their names. You never heard about them. Never seen them day. I know a gang of talented people. You know, It's a million and one singers. You think because you were singing and you hot that this person could? Nah, they can capitalize on you, make sure they can get the most out of you. They gonna juice you for everything you got. They're gonna give you the crumbs. You gonna get the leftovers, and sometimes you won't even get that. You might not get anything because you gotta believe in you enough to walk away from things that don't serve you. If you care about yourself and your destiny and what you want to build, sometimes what you want to build is not inside of that. That's what they want to build. And anytime you feed into that, you basically giving up your rights to yourself into whatever you believe in. I just seen a lot of people do it to themselves, jump in the game, do all this stuff for people, and to this day, I know talented people, and I'm like, dang, why they still, why I'm not seeing these people on the front stage right now? Been in the game for years, still up under the same person for years. Haven't seen anything. Ooh, we doing another video. Ooh, we doing another this. Still, nobody even know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You you not making the traction that you think you making because this person is still pulling the strings, and you still a puppet, and you letting them pull your strings. So I tell anybody, man, don't get caught up in that mindset of, oh yeah, this person gonna do all this. No, at the end of the day, you gotta make sure you do that for you and you take care of you, cause they gonna make sure they do that for them. That's just real talk.
It may sound harsh, but I'm gonna beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. And once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I gotta conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always gonna be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. So it ain't like why me. It's like why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees.
You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta believe that in yourself more than anything. You gotta be hard on yourself. You gotta have that mindset every day. That's why y'all see me. I got all these books and different things over here, right? This ain't for show. This is called training and reprogramming your mentality. That's why when I come on the podcast and I talk about putting down certain things that no longer serve me, that never did serve me, it's like mastering thyself. We not doing this because we trying to look cool, or I'm not even doing this because I'm like on this podcast. I'm doing this to master thyself. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. So every day I put in that work. And it's something that I try to tell my son and try to tell my junior, because I tell him, if you want something out of life, you got to do things hard. You got to stop. You can't be soft on yourself. And being soft on yourself is that day when you know that you could put in 100%, but you giving 50. You know what I mean? When you could go another hour, but you stop. You stop early. That's being soft on yourself. When you know that you got all the abilities to do it, but it might take you one more step. It might take you one more day. It might take you one more hour. Whatever it takes. It might take you one more push up, sit up. You want to change, person trying to lose weight, or it might take you one more rep. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna be tiresome? Yes. Is it gonna come with pain and different things? Yes. But is it gonna be worth it? If you really want it, then it's yours. But nobody gonna believe it in you until you believe it in you. So till you get that out your mind that, oh man, I gotta, just get things. People want handout. They want everything easy. Want to take the shortcut. But the real man and the one who's gonna put in that extra work when you sleep, and that person who's gonna go that extra mile when you want to fall back and you want to play, you don't want to, that person going to do that extra rep when you want to stop at 25, 30. Nah, man, they going to stop at 100. 125. It's about you. So you can't be soft on yourself, even when it comes to training your brain and discipline. I got a book, How to Lead a Disciplined Life. Stress-free guide to developing self-discipline, increasing willpower, and improving self-control. Having self-control, saying no when that voice inside be like, yeah, do that, go ahead, you could go ahead, yeah, do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Having the ability to walk away from certain things that no longer serve you. Like I stopped smoking every day. It's a challenge. Is it still, something I think about? Yeah, it's, you're going to have them thoughts and things that pop up. But when I think about what I want out of life, and when I think about what it wasn't doing for me in life and it wasn't serving me, I could start to look back and fall back and think like, man, I'm good. I got another day. I'm cool. I got another day. And not be soft on myself to give in and be like, ah, man, you know what? Let me go ahead and just do that because this is too hard. If you want something, you gotta go hard. Can't be weak on yourself because the devil gonna come in many forms. It's gonna come to always distract you. It's always gonna come to distract you. You know what I mean? Like even working out some days when you feel like, oh man, I'm too tired to work out, and I get down there and I do something anyway. You know what I mean? And then you'll start to see the results. You'll be like, dang, I feel this kind of good. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking kind of good. But you got to have that mindset to keep pushing, even when nobody believes it, even when nobody see it in you. They're not going to hear it. They're not going to believe it. It's not for them to believe. It's your dream. It's your destiny. It's your fate. It's something that you want to strive for. So don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about if they see it. Don't worry about if they believe in you. Do you believe in you enough to keep going and to keep striving to go hard? Even if you feel uncomfortable with situations, like it's a lot of times, like when I started doing this podcast again, I had to tell my lady, like, I fell off a little bit because, my brother and stuff passed, and I was going through a bad time. But I had to get that mindset back to get back and do my thing on the podcast. It wasn't, it was something that it's inside of me that I just want to do. I like to talk to people. I like to give encouragement, motivation, and I like to let people know that you're not alone. But when I fell off, I remember coming in here. I sat in here for a whole day. I'm about to end this video too. We ain't gonna go through this whole thing, but I sat in here for a whole day and I couldn't put out one video. I couldn't do one take. I kept hitting record and I kept stopping it, erasing, record, stopping it, erasing it. I did this the whole day almost. End of the night, I finally was like, you know what? Just put it out there. It ain't gotta be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. It ain't gotta be right. But if you believe in yourself, do it anyway. It took me all them times because now I look back, I was like, my confidence, maybe it wasn't even the confidence thing, it was my mindset towards, just getting back. And I didn't feel like it was good enough. I didn't feel like I was good enough to do this, maybe because of all the things that I was going through. But I was doing it previously before that. And then I got hit with some trials and tribulations in life, and then it got to the point where I'm on here now. I'm trying to figure out how to do it again. I'm trying to figure out how to talk to people, how to connect again. It almost came out like it wasn't organic. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't every video. It just fell off. And one thing I learned about when you uncomfortable, that's when you got the best opportunity for change. When you put yourself in situations where it's not gonna be something that's gonna be easy, not gonna be something that's gonna be comforting all the time. But if you could challenge yourself, if you can go another day, another second, another hour, if you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, then even the bad ones, even the bad videos and stuff, I put them out anyway. Like, you know what? Go ahead. You know what I mean? Just put it out. People gonna talk. They gonna say whatever they gonna say about you. They gonna whatever it is they gonna do. But what are you doing for yourself? And when I looked at that, I was like, I can't quit on myself. I'm gonna do it anyway. Even the days where I feel like, man, this is the energy not there. I'm gonna find it somewhere. And you gotta get that mindset. And if you don't have that mindset, you better go find it. Study, read some books, do whatever you gotta do to get that dark energy up off you. So that whole day, I just remember I just kept deleting the videos, and I told my wife, I said, I'm not feeling it. I can't get a video done. I don't know what it is, but I just can't put out any content. It's not like I'm scared and nervous. It's just that I don't feel like it didn't feel like I believed in myself at the time. And you know what? I smacked Var around a little bit. Like, you know what, Shavar, get up out of this. I said, you're not gonna be perfect at this. You know what I mean? But you have to try. You gotta get started. You're not gonna have it all together. You're not gonna always say the right things or even know what to say all the time. But if you do not start and and let go and put back whatever you had in your mind that was holding you back, you're never going to be able to cross that bridge and get to the other side. So at the end of the night, I put a video out, and I think I might try to find it. I think it's in here somewhere, and I put the video out anyway. You know, there's days sometimes where I don't feel like I feel my best and different things like that, and it's like I've learned to endure. Endurance is a key word to anything you want to do. Consistency and endurance. Because if you can endure the pain, you can endure the struggles and the trials and tribulations, you can get to the other side. And then what you got to understand is we all human. Everybody goes through the same feelings and same emotions and stuff. They might not show it or, put it out there on Front Street, but this is in the back of everybody's mind. Am I good enough? Is this good enough? And what am I doing? Is it something that, I feel really sure about? You gotta have that voice in the back of your head that tells you you are good enough. That tells you you can do this. That tells you not to quit. We want to take the easy way out. It could be easy for me just to say forget it. You know what I mean? I don't want to make no more content. I don't want to do no more videos. I don't want to do this. And just let my channel just die and not come back. But I said, you know what? Something that I really want and that I believe in, I'm gonna fight for it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people aren't challenging themselves. They see an obstacle, they break down. They don't want to get through it because they feel, oh, the pain is so hard. Even when it's like, anything you do, you might have a job where your boss is, your nerves. But if you know that you want something out of life, one day I want to save up, I want to have my own company, my own business. You gotta have a mindset that looking beyond the situation. I'm just gonna endure this right now. Excuse. That's not always where I'm gonna be at. I'm not gonna let my mental run game on me and play tricks on me, because your mind play tricks on you all the time. It gets you into the feeling that you can't and you unworthy and different things like that, because a lot of times we try to compare ourselves to other people and other situations in life when you need to be focused on where you at. You might have to put down social media. You might have to turn off the TV. You might have to really just get back in tune with yourself, because everything starts from self and then expands out. But if you don't have that belief system and that self-discipline, and you don't have that endurance, you always gonna keep running in the same circles. You know what I mean? So I would tell anybody, if you in that dark space and you struggling mentally with a lot of things, and you think, oh no, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, and then, man, just try. Just take it a day at a time. You might have to start that video over and over again, but long as you get it out, don't let that day go by without you putting that out. Do it anyway. And then when you do it, be real with yourself. Be real on your intentions and how you feel. We don't always feel our best, but be real with that. Let that emotion sit with you. You know, don't be afraid to express it. You see it, acknowledge it, and then let it go. And then continue to do what you need to do. Because you're going to constantly have those battles every day. You know, it was hard for me to get back into my mindset. My brother passed away. It was just like, I don't think I can, mentally manage. You know what I mean? And it's still something that every day it's in the back of my head that, I think about. But when I think about who I'm living for, and I'm living for my brother as well. You know what I mean? I'm doing things, and he would want me to have a great life and to keep pushing. You know what I mean? And to fight. And this is something that I know. So I would be doing a disservice if I would just say, you know what, I ain't gonna do it no more. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut this down. I gotta do it anyway, whether I feel like it or not. So I want y'all to be encouraged. I want y'all to be motivated. I want y'all to stay positive. I want y'all to do things anyway, even when this feels like, oh man, this is too hard and it's too much of a burden to carry. Fight. Be honest with your emotions and your intentions. Don't attach to every emotion you feel. See them, acknowledge them, put them in their place, and move on. You're not alone. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. Anybody who ever faced some type of hardships or losses, which we all do, we right here in the same boat. Is we gonna have it together every day? No. But what makes you more beautiful as a person is you trying to get it right. Is you keep trying. That's what makes everything worth it, man. And I'm a Scorpio, so I gotta be real myself. I'm the type of person, I pick myself apart and I look at all the pieces and I'm like, you gotta tighten up on this. And sometimes we want to hide and don't want to tell people that we are, in these states of minds and stuff, and that we're not as confident today. We're not as comfortable today. Life is not about comfortability. It's about putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. That way you can be in the most best situations and the most positive and situations that's going to lead you and take you to another place in life. That's what we need to do. And until we get that mindset, we're going to constantly be in the same situation. Oh, hold up. Yo, me and my wife, we actually going to this in May. We actually gonna go see this. It's actually dope. We actually got like a whole limo, and it's gonna be a whole thing. We going in the limo, the military, the Cheyenne theater, thing play. We going to this in May. I got great friends, and we going with a couple some friends of mine and stuff like that. We gonna be in the limo. We gonna be drinking. We gonna be sitting in the front row and all that. It's dope. This little thing right here. This crazy spot up. Look at this. We about to go see this.
Get tickets now.
We already got the tickets. I actually got the thing. I actually got the little stroll. I think I'm playing. Hold on. I'm about to show you what I'm talking about. Real quick. I think it's a game. Real talk. So we actually got our invitation and invite. It's a nice little stroll. We going to this. I love Asian culture too. I love like Bruce Lee and all that. They think I'm playing. Y'all think it's a game. Yeah. Sheen Young, 2025. See that? Miller. I'm invited. You see that? Bong, ba, bong, ba, bong. Yeah, me and my wife, we going to this May 7th. Well, actually, we going May 8th. It says from like 2 to 4 something. You know what I mean? So that's dope. I just seen this.
The energy is amazing. Oh my goodness. Particularly from the stage outward, but also the audience is so involved.
You just felt good inside. We are leaving here as high as a kite. What they did tonight was
We
a
gonna
form
be
of
in there
medicine.
for sure.
It was a perfect prescription
That
for
joint is
joy
dope.
and
Look at that.
pageantry and
We gonna go
beauty,
see that. I
honor,
can't
and
wait.
we need it.
People nowadays go to the doctors, the psychiatrists for pills,
It's got cold.
antidepressants.
I'm not turning you.
This is the
That joint gonna be beautiful. Look at that.
The pets.
You can feel the love, the compassion, the tenderness there. I can say this as a priest, it's a real spiritual experience.
I knew it was going to be good. It's a billion times better than I even thought it would be.
I'm going to tell everyone to come see it. You have to. We need this in our lives.
Have to come. Life-changing.
Yeah. Yep. We in that, boy. We are in there. You feel me? Like swimwear. We already got our tickets and everything. It's a wrap.
We be the one choosing that, like, go get with a girl you know she for the street. But oh, I love her. I mean, you got, bro, y'all gotta chill out, bro. And then in the end, y'all get burnt, and now y'all mad. Come on, bro, we gotta make better decisions.
You know how to identify real quick?
Hell yeah, we ain't got none.
My money and I need it now. Take it anyway and anyhow.
Wow.
Trying to hit this nigga.
See this?
You got a few $100,000. Buy me bags and buy me shoes. You know
Y'all
what
see
they
that?
She pregnant. What you like 8, 9 months pregnant?
Y'all see that? I mean, look at it. This what they present to the young.
But we ain't gonna watch this. I'm just gonna leave a little segment on that. You know what I mean? This is why they say a lot of black women are single. This ain't even just black women. This is a lot of women in general. They got this mindset, this social media mindset where like they up here perpetuating and promoting trash culture. You know what I mean? They want somebody who takes and pays all their bills, does everything for them, so they can go out there and run the streets and have nothing of value to gain. I can't open up a business with you. I can't sit back and have a conversation with you. This is why I was saying a lot of women talk before they listen. If you can't take any type of direction, I don't want to listen to you. There's nothing that we can really do besides, pray for you. Hopefully that you stay safe out here. No dude takes advantage of you and treats you wrong, but at the same time can't save you from your own demise. So they have to raise the awareness and the mindsets in the states that we at, because this right here is the reason why we're failing. You know what I mean? A lot of relationships are failing because of this trashy mindset, breaking up homes. You could look at the Tia Mowry situation where she had a great dude. He's taking care of you, the kids, providing. After a while, now you get bored, and a lot of women they feel like they're missing out on something because you're looking at social media and what all these other chicks are doing that's running around in the streets, and it looks like, oh, this is so fun. Then when you get out there, you realize it's not what it's caked up to be. Now you want to try to run back to the dude, and then it doesn't work out because now the dude knows what your intentions were never for him. It was for whatever you could supply. Because if it really was a real relationship and if it really was love in it, then you would have stayed down and held it down. And we got to be honest about these situations, and we got to have conversations about this. That's why I always ask, like, let me know where your head's at, how you feeling about this, that, and the third, because we can make adjustments. But just to blindside me and just leave me in the dust or the cold, just so you can have some hot girl summer or whatever you want to do. I think a lot of women are confused and they're trying to follow the lead of other women who are just not good examples of women, period. You know what I mean? So we gotta retrain the brain and bring back real women and real culture. And then I'm not even just aiming at women. We have dudes who are promoting this type of behavior. We have, it's like the simps, the dudes who are encouraging this. Why? Because either they were raised up with moms, they are mom boys, they're like son husbands. She could do whatever she want to do. They don't care much about the female in general, which I think a lot of these dudes are soft. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, because no real man wants his woman to be out here running the streets unless you're just a simp and you like to get taken advantage of, which we're seeing that's more and more these days. Because a lot of dudes will, they're afraid to challenge her and stand on business. So you'll fold up and put all this into somebody who's never going to put that into you. So we got to be real and have these conversations. What is he talking about real quick?
To love that you might get. I ain't saying all mamas love their kids. Mama do so much scared. Your mama is supposed to be your information highway to hope. Ain't nobody supposed to give you more game on hope than your mama. But in America, your mama side with the and why you think she do that?
Okay. Alright. That's enough for this. We ain't gonna watch all this, man. We gonna say this. It's getting kind of long. We gonna say this for another segment. I'm going on 85 minutes on here. Subscribe, like the channel. If you want to see more content related to this, please leave a comment below. Like I said, the Discord I'm working on, so we will put that up. And make sure you take care of yourself, your health, and your wealth. Because if you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. And I inspire anybody who's struggling with any type of demons or substance abuse and addictions, you can do it. Take it a day at a time. Let me be your inspiration. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stop anything, you can do it. You know what I mean? You could do it today if you want to. Believe in yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't gonna stay in too much long, man. Alright. Peace to the next one, man. Thanks, much love. And like I said again, like, share, subscribe. To the next one. We gone. Peace.